Hello, everyone. This is Venus Kalita, and playing games with my character again. And she was working just fine until I went live again. I don't know what's going on with my tracking. It seems to be turning itself off. I don't know if that's a glitch anyone else is having out there, but I thought you can have a close-up. And because I'm still giving this a try, celebrating my first week as a VTuber. I am supposed to see you later tonight on a scheduled live show, but I was in the mood to head back to Harry Potter. Well, I don't want to bore you with live shows taking you back there every week. I decided that Thursdays will be dedicated to a new game every time we meet. Instead, here, just an unplanned live episode to again practice with my rigging and my beautiful smile. Well, there's my grin. And my big open mouth smile. Yes. And it seems my little fangs have been blunted, but I think I'll get them back later. And my eyes. And my beautiful swinging hair. I love my hair. I love it so much. Anyways, I thought that since I'm pretty high up in the levels for Harry Potter, Puzzles and Spells, that I wanted to take you with me in case it's something you're newly trying out or haven't tried out yet. If you're not at this level, so you can have a look to see what to expect when you get there. And I am at level 2,329. I only discovered this game in July, so July 22. So it's pretty new to me, and I still haven't gone back to Candy Crush, Candy Soda Crush, or anything like that. This is just so much more fun for me, but then I'm also a fan of the lore, so I like to see how they use it. And here we go. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to move myself over just a bit. Over here. Yes. Oh, and check out my necklace. I love it. Yep. And we're going to bring over the game. Here we are. I hope this is large enough for you to see it. And so, yeah, I think that it is. So let's take a look. And I'll move it. I'll make as much space as I can for this. So here we go. And we don't need to see the boards. There we go. I can share. So here's me sharing space with myself. So here we can see in this game me side by side with my other moniker. Yeah. Okay. There I am. And heading on over to the vault. So I do like the vault for the free gold. It does help. And I think that it makes us wait for a lot less time than it used to. And sometimes there's a pad or some buff here. This is new, actually. This wasn't here in the summertime or even in the fall. It's recent, fairly recent. And you have to navigate along the bottom most of the time. You don't always have the chance to X out. So I was here playing Quidditch just yesterday. I really want to catch that golden snitch. Whenever you get to this level, I think it's every fourth level, you just click on this little guy and keep trying to catch him. And as many times as you tap him, you get extra points for extra gold. But my lives are out, and it needs 1,000 gold to get 5 more. So I'm going to have to wait for that by 11 hours and 14 minutes. It does tell you it's a lot of time between rounds. Luckily, they have lots of different versions of how to play the game. When you run out of lives in one way, there's something else. Oh, by the way, looking at this little Happy Birthday Harry, this pink cake, if you're ever in New York City and you go to the Harry Potter store there, you could spend a whole day. But you can go into their butterbeer bar area and buy a tiny little pink cake. It actually tastes really delicious. It's moist. I got one, and it was a really nice dessert. So that's just a side random. So here we have the house points. It's not necessarily with your guild team in the game. It's just a random group that the computer puts together. But hoping, here I am. I'm the 31st person. Let's play some puzzles here and see if I can't rank up a little bit. So level 2,329. playing for House Slytherin. And it's Dueling Club week. This is something completely new I've never seen before in the game either. It just showed up this week for the first time. And it features Snape and Mr. Lockhart. I have not been able to conquer this level. I think I've been on it all weekend so far. It's not that there aren't moves to make, it's just that I find there's not a lot of lives that start you off in this game. I'm going to use an Inflatus, and what it does is it makes some of the gems get extra big, and when you pop them, they're supposed to send off an explosion around them. That's supposed to help you clear more of the board sooner. So here we go. And you always want to make sure you don't get distracted. Sometimes they put things like those slugs when you don't need them. Make sure you keep checking up at the top. This board wants bubble spiders and envelopes to be removed from the screen. We're also collecting ingredients. This basket here is collecting the ingredients to build different cuisines that you would find in Helga Hufflepuff's kitchen over in Hogwarts. And these in-game recipes basically help you gain things like extra trophies or extra gold or extra buffs, extra bombs, for example, to play the game. And they all take time to develop once you collect the pieces. I try to collect the trophies because the trophies are what rank us compared to other guilds out there, and I like to get to raise our levels as a guild against the other groups. And yeah, we'll do this. And so I strategically usually pick trophies, and sometimes I'll pick free lives, like minutes of playtime. And here we have not a lot of lives left. I want to definitely clear the cobwebs. I only need 2 more, 5 more moves. Oh, we need a lot more bubbles. I don't think I'm going to make it, but hopefully one of these eternity bags will help, because I can at least clear 1 color off the board at a time with them. I'm just not sure. Guess we'll go for blue. Even if I could figure out how to get to those envelopes. Oh, almost made it. There are so many more bubbles that I hadn't popped yet. Usually I try to remember. I've got more lives, so let's try it again. So these are the things I won't be getting right now. But also when you're playing for your house banner, the more times you win in a row, the more buffer points you get. So and I'm gonna do this. I have to remember, pop as many bubbles as possible. Try to clear that first. It is the biggest number to clear off the deck, I think, when you first start the game. And I'm gonna go with Inflatus. And also, when you see ingredients, you can actually move it by itself. It doesn't have to match anything, just to blow up the surrounding gems. Sometimes that's been a saving grace in the game too. We've got something that's inflated over here. I'm going to bring it up, explode more of the board. In this case, Accio the flyer mows everything down. You just have to get to know which rows it's going to go to. It's the same every time if you're playing the same leveled board. So that's something to know, so you can be more strategic about it if you don't get through the first time. And I'm going to keep running my lightning bolts through these 2 bottles to get as many bubbles on there as you can. When you have 2 bombs together, it explodes a much wider area. When it's 1 bomb alone, it's usually just the surrounding gems that are immediately touching the edges. And so you can see here there's still a lot. We still need a lot more bubbles than we slightly don't have enough moves to make. So let me keep hitting these. Hope for the best. Luckily, I've just been able to make a bag. Maybe that will help. Clear anything in blue inside a bubble. Take those bubbles down. Okay, so luckily I popped my Phoenix. Maybe that will help me clear some things off the board as well. I have finally removed all the bottles from the board, which means I have 4 bubbles wherever they are. That's what I've got to get rid of. I'm going to pop this side because it has more of the bubbles. And I've been lucky enough. We have cleared our board. Yay! We are at a new level. So yeah, speaking of the Harry Potter store in New York City, it was gorgeous. It was at least 2 levels, so many opportunities in the space to take pictures of so many things. A giant Hagrid model and boots that you can step into. A whole library area in the downstairs. I love the makeup section. Personally, I love the makeup bags. If you don't have the money to get the bag with the whole sets of makeup, you can buy individual makeup pieces. Now, coming from across the border, I can order some of those things, but most of the gorgeous stuff at that store I could not order online and get shipped to Canada. So you really do have to go in person, especially if you're looking for, I love the Luna Lovegood line with the soft, perfect shades of blue for bedspreads, proper quilted bedspreads with a little bit of silver threading for a message from Luna. It was just gorgeous. And so I picked myself up a makeup bag. Sans the makeup, but you know, I do a lot of cosplay, so I've got enough makeup anyways, but I love my Slytherin makeup bag. Alright, I'm going back into house points again. I know I'm already gathering food, and everything I do when I collect the gems that have presents, it works towards this as well. So really, this one thing will earn me all 3. So I'm going to keep choosing House Pride. I've still got 5 lives. Let's get in there and take a look. So I'm still in 31st place. I've got some work to do. Puzzle level 2330, and I still have my Phoenix pet on the board. Love my Phoenix pet. So I was talking about the Butterbeer store upstairs. It looks like sort of a Cheers bar, but standing room only. Unfortunately, so full of people, even first thing in the morning. Lots of beverages and the mini cakes, things that you've heard of in the movies and the books are all there included. So cute. Like the cakes are 2 inches wide or tall, but you know, enough to get a good taste. And you know, and the butterbeers, hot and cold, were there. And also they had an ice cream bar with the butterbeer and such flavors. So I mean, if I didn't have witnesses with me, if my friends were with me, I probably would have bought a lot more that day. Unfortunately, I was only there for 1 weekend this past summer. It was a Guildie reunion for those of us who could come across, and thanks, Aloya, for coming all the way from California. You came the farthest, came with me, because we know we're all getting a little bit more up there and less time to spend with college, university, new jobs, some with new families and that kind of thing. You know, you young parents out there. So many people hooked up for my guild that really, some got married, many have children now, some went off to conscript in the army, and they're back. Thank God they're back. I'm so happy they're back. And we do meet each other from time to time in the game, but more often, many of us started meeting in the real world. And I've traveled and met guildies all the way across country, all the way across the United States and Canada, even one of the ones from Germany. The only ones I haven't met are the ones in Brazil. But of course, I hope to go to Brazil one day, see the beaches there. And, when you spend so many hours online every day, it's not nothing that these are your online friends. If they are, good people, your age group, things in common. I mean, you share your life's journey with them. Sometimes the things that are hard to say to the people we see every day. But they do say you choose your family as you get older and your friends sometimes. And sometimes, there's this saying that your closest friends are actually literally physically closest because they're the ones that you see all the time. I don't find a lot of people in the business world necessarily become friends, or that it's necessarily smart to become friends. But I do find that the people you see every day online, it's a way of staying close, more economical sometimes as well. And, it was less expensive for me to talk to family or friends in Guild Chat or Ventrilo or Steam than it was for me to, pick up a phone and call long distance. For the hours that we chat together, not the best plan. So, chatting with people while online, not so strange to me as it would be for, say, the generation that raised me, maybe. Although I have to say, there are a lot of older people in this game, people that are retired, people that are war vets, and people that are in it just to stay engaged with the world or keep their senses going. They're really good at what they do. But it's all in priorities too. So I realized by getting into VTubing, I'm actually taking away time that would otherwise be off my butt, out of a chair, into the rest of the world to be physical. And I do think it's important for us to stay physical for as long as we can in this one lifetime that we get, and to stay healthy. And we need our health to last for us as long as we can help ourselves. It's so important. I think having mobility has, a lot to do with our independence, and it's so important to protect. So, but having said that, if I am going to chill in the game and you do find my ramblings interesting, or interesting to see the different games I'm poking my head into here and there, sometimes little things like this, not the major games, but when you only have a few minutes a day, you're just trying to stay busy for a short bit, then what's the harm? I'll post them. And if nobody watches these, or I get too many negative feedback on it, I can search something else. But by all means, please send to me your requests for what games you might be interested in, or maybe games you're not playing right now but you're considering it, or maybe there's a level in a game that you can't figure out. I could get in it and see how bad I fare compared to you. Just let me know and I'll explore it. But I find I don't get tired of this one. I can get tired. It can, if it's becoming boring, it's time to stop and go do something else for a while. But usually I run out of lives before. And when I really hate to win free time when I've got to head out to school or to work. So when I'm smart, I don't open the prize packages until I'm home for the night, just so I don't waste it in case it is free time. Oh, I think I've run out of time. Oh, good, I got some bonus time a little bit, but maybe not enough. Nope, not enough. Sometimes I forget to watch my lives and I just get into moving things around, and then, it's over too soon. I'm still at level 2,330, going for house points. Let's try this again. Let's do this a different way. Oh, that might have been a good choice. Alright, so when I find I'm on the same game board for too long, I'll stop going for the obvious that I think is a good move, and I'll try one other thing different, and sometimes something even better pops into place. Sometimes not, but this time it seemed to work out differently, maybe better for me. Although I'm still very low on lives at this point. I'm wondering how lucky I can get. Close, but perhaps no cigar. Yeah, I may not make it. Okay. Go for the green. Still 10 holes to cover. Alrighty. We have to try to beat that. Okay. Oh, hopefully this is better than last time. Let's just blow some stuff up. Big smile there. Boom. Yep, that did a little better. I'm hoping we can get the Phoenix to pop. I do like making these free bags whenever I can, and if possible, if I look around the bag and I can see a way to make some kind of lightning bolt bomb or key, I'll give up one move to do that, because then those specialty items can, of course, clear a lot more than I can one move at a time. All right. The hard part is when you have to fill this board with these little, I guess, butterbeers. I'm trying to see if things can match through, but it's not necessarily working out that way. Alright, I'm going to go for blue. Blue's my favorite color, and it tends to be on the board a lot. Or in my imagination it is. And now I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to blow things up. I'm going to blow some more things up. And when I've got a bag, sometimes I try to look for the far corners or the hard to catch areas of a particular map and hope that I'm adjacent to that color so I can pop that color. Okay, here we go. Here, I'm gonna go to this side, try to clear this side of the board with my Phoenix. Thankfully it popped. Fortunately, the areas behind those library shelves won't probably be blanks, but oh, a little bit lucky there. How many moves do I have? Only 3. Going for the blue again. And I don't even know how to do this one. So, let's see. That wiped out a lot of it, and I only have 1 move left. Am I lucky? Am I lucky? Oh, no. So my problem is this is not adjacent to red or green. This will land on one but not both. This can't get anything I need. If I simply double tap the bag, I'm lucky if it picks randomly red or green, but it could just as easily pick one of the other colors. Oh boy, I hate myself, but here we go. Sending a key. And all I needed was 1 move left. I don't have enough coins to keep playing. So it's done. Boo! But we were almost there, just 1 move left. Oh, but I did get something else. Let's go see what happened in the dueling world. Oh, we get trophies, my favorite thing. I'm claiming them. This is from the dueling club. And I'm going to have to ask for more lives. Looks like 5 minutes before I get my next round. But I'll ask my team. So people in my guild, 30 people can be in a guild inside this game at a time as a team working together. We had many more people that were active in the summer times or winter break, Christmas holidays. Let's see. Can't see who the guild is from here. We're in 4th place overall against the group that we're in right now. We keep falling into emeralds. I hope we don't get any lower than that. We have been in sapphire a couple times. And the gem is just like the level you are ranked in the game. So this is where all the guildies can find each other. We can give each other lives. We can request lives. And I'll go up and show you. If you've forgotten to play the daily game, this guy here was the only other person that won the daily that day. That guy's Ram. And so he asked for... So when you send, it shows you who's given you your points. And here's the main. So right now we're in the Monster Book of Magic zone in the storyline for the 2000s. I don't remember what this is. 4 hours and 5 minutes left of. Oh, ephemeral offer. So this is our vault. It'll be 4 hours before more gold can be collected. Okay, let's look down here. I don't like any of these buffs. Can't afford them anyways. So we're going to move. And that's today's event. So since I'm out of these lives, I can't do the regular games. If it was Monday to Friday, there would be a professor who we could play with, which is separate set of lives. There are different events. I like Quidditch. Quidditch ended. Oh, I see, because I don't have enough gold to play again. So I'll need... How much gold? 1,000 gold. I have 600. So... Next life in 10 hours. It looks like I'll be shutting down this game with you guys a little earlier than I had planned. Had a good run the other day. We stopped before I even ran out of time to play. But that's alright. Let's check our mailbox. I think I've already asked for refills. I have. Just show you everything. So... This is the storyline, the Monster Book of Monsters, and that's where we're at right now. Let me see, so this is the rewards we can open that we've claimed so far. This is when the vault will give us more gold. Hagrid's hut over here has to do with earning the pets. I was saving money for this. I don't remember when I spent some. I know I was up over 1,000 points last time I was on with you. I must have been desperate to finish a level, so it's gone. But we are 4 points away from the little magic box. We are 4 points away from the medium-sized magic box. Here's our Phoenix, still at a level 1. This beetle guy here, I think he's the creature of the week, but I really like the Phoenix. Clears 3 rows at a time. 3 columns, that is. So these are some of my pets. I like the black cat. I like the Siamese cat. I like the owl. The snake is harder to clear things. It's always on an X. Don't remember too much about the snail or the little cricket, but I love the phoenix, so I'm going to stick with it. And here are the different spells that we can do and the levels of the spells for now. Whenever something new comes up, you'll see a little red flag at the bottom right corner to tell you to go click in and look at it. And whenever you want to change your pet, it's here. So I've got 26 out of 34 possible spells collected so far. I don't want to edit anything. I like this. You can change the backgrounds as well as the avatar itself. For a time I had this Slytherin. It looked like a kilt on the walls behind me, but I was feeling it was a bit dark, so I went with purple. It highlighted my hair pretty well. And I hope you like that. So I'm going to push you back out of my way. And I'm going to put you back fully over there. And so now at least rigging's working better, and you get to see me with my beautiful marble wall background. And I'm going to wish you all a great night. Give you a smile. Well, I'm trying to smile. No one's accused me of smiling too much in the real world, so here we go. Take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys tonight for a